Today I'm going to show y'all how to make Steebee's homemade pepperoni and mushroom pizza. Alright, so this method is for people who don't want to spend 3 hours like making a gourmet pizza, you know. People who don't want to, you know, like make the dough from scratch. People who don't want to like make the pizza sauce out of fresh tomatoes. This is for people who want maybe a step above like a frozen DiGiorno's pizza experience. Maybe people like myself who have don't have access to a full kitchen, who might, because I'm using a portable stove I got from Target there for like $27.95 or whatever. So this recipe is for people like you know, who just want to enjoy a pizza experience, but a little tastier one above like a frozen pizza experience. So thanks for tuning in. So the first ingredient is this Pillsbury thin pizza crust. I noticed that it's easier for me to work with the thin crust, so that's the first ingredient. So the second ingredient, the sauce, is I just got this basic Barilla marinara sauce, okay? The third ingredient is the cheese, which I'm using Sargento whole milk mozzarella. You could get whatever kind of mozzarella or different type of cheeses you want to put on it, but I'm choosing to use this, okay? The next two ingredients are Kroger's sliced pepperoni and sliced mushrooms, okay? All right, the final two ingredients is the flour, you know, so you can play with the dough, and I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of that garlic salt just to finesse it. All right, so the first step is I just put some of the flour on the wooden board there just to play with the dough. This is obviously not going to fit in my little oven, so I'm going to cut this in half. All right, I forgot one vital ingredient, olive oil, which I put it in the square pan there. And then as you can see, this is not going to be a circular pizza, obviously, because the way that looks, right? It's going to be kind of like a rectangle square type pizza, okay? So I'm going to put this on top of that, okay? So the next step is adding the marinara sauce onto the dough itself, okay? So I actually did that step, and then you could do it however you want. I just like to contain it all in the middle there, so it's not like edging on the borders. And then the next fun step is the cheese, adding the cheese on there. So once that's done, you're at your final step before you put it in the oven, adding your toppings. And then after this is done, I'll tell you how I put it in and what temperature I use and all that. So there you go. That was the final step. What I like to do after I put my toppings on is sprinkle a little, finesse it with a little garlic salt, just a little bit, and then top it off with more cheese, because I love mozzarella cheese. I like it melted on the toppings. And another benefit of making your own pizza is you could put as many toppings on it as you want. You know, when you get a frozen pizza, you get what you get, but when you craft your own, look, I got like double pepperoni in there. I put a grip of mushrooms, just how I like it, okay? So I just put the pizza in there, and what I do is I set my toaster to 400, not over 450, 400. You could do 425, and then I'll close it up, and then I'll set it to 20 minutes, like that. All right, and what I do is I constantly check up on it to see how it's doing, and I usually rotate it, you know, north to south, south to north, and all that, so it cooks evenly on both sides. It's just like a personal choice that I do. Okay, so we'll check in a few minutes. I didn't specify, I'm checking up on it. 10 minutes in, I rotated it to the other side so it cooks evenly, and it's looking pretty bomb there, pretty healthy. So there you go. Here's the final product. It looks delicious. I'm gonna eat it with this Doritos Mandarin soda. Thanks for checking out Steebee's homemade pepperoni and mushroom pizza. I just want to review a couple things and talk to you a little bit more about the video and the process. I want to emphasize, I don't have a kitchen. I live in this little janky studio apartment, but still I still try to eat well and make things that I like to eat, opposed to maybe ordering, you know, like a Domino's pizza or a, you know, Pizza Hut that I spend like, you know, 24 bucks on. You know, I'd rather do that, and then I don't, you know, I would rather make my own than, you know, get a frozen pizza like a DiGiorno's. Nothing against DiGiorno's. I love DiGiorno's, but I was kind of craving a pizza because, you know, all these places are closed, and I'm like, well, how can I just make my own? And so I just went to the grocery store, and I was just like, okay. I went on the internet. I'm like, all right. And keep in mind, you know, I didn't make the dough from scratch. I didn't make the sauce from scratch. I kind of utilized what I could, and this video is for people, more practical people on a budget that they don't want to spend all that time, like an hour, like making the dough from scratch, or, you know, the sauce from fresh tomatoes. Mine's like, okay, let me get the stuff, let me craft it, let me put it in the oven. Also, I wanted to add this too. Do not have your oven over 450. Keep your oven from 400 degrees to 425. And then I can't emphasize this enough. Make sure to rotate it. I bake mine for 20 minutes, and then when 10 minutes has passed, I look in there and I rotate the pizza so it cooks evenly on both sides. You don't want one side burnt and the other side that's not cooked very well. I'm just kind of like stingy like that. I want to evenly cooked, okay? So I want to encourage you also to experiment with your own toppings as well. You know, I just happen to be craving pepperoni mushroom, but you could add jalapenos, you could add green peppers and onions or whatever you wanted to add. Also, I want to end with this. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe. I don't say that a lot. I'm just putting that out there right now. You know, subscribe. I'm trying to get up to 100K. You know, I've been stuck at the 90 for a minute here, and I don't know. I think you get a plaque or something. I'll frame the plaque or something on the Steebee Weebee show. I'm also working on other content, and my Instagram's at QUANGOU. I also have a Bandcamp, SteebeeWeebeeBandcamp.com, and I'm gonna show you a link to my latest EP, Ode to My Pops. And I'm also working on new music. So, thanks for tuning in. Tell a friend and have fun cooking. And just have fun with the experiment. And peace. Take care of yourselves and stay healthy. And most importantly, have love in your heart and think positive. All right. Peace. Sitting by his side, he was a fallen leaf. Couldn't pick him up, a lifetime is brief. Homage to my pops and what he's achieved. From Korea to the land of stripes, be at peace. To high and auditory states, meet your guide. Your body stays below the river tide. Confide in the waters holding secrets as your lies subside. Upside is a feeling in a pot to fly. My balloon, let it fly up to the moon. Yeah, shaped like a spoon, not to be exhumed. Assume that it knew about the air it flew. A lonely troll with a tantrum throw. Hitting on the keys like he's not King Kong. Not a friend but a foe on a gossip bro. The Pope wears a tiara crown shaped like a fish. Donating all your earnings to the church, make a wish. Remember when you enter, not know.